nutshell it for me. Last year, I know you've spoken about it a time or two, but let's get to our audience on what just a sort of a magic carpet ride you were on last year as a big leaguer. It was pretty impressive, and it looked like you were having some fun. And I didn't know that was there was that kind of fight in you, that competitor in you, man. It was really cool to watch. How did it feel for you, an all-star? You burst onto the scene, the whole 9 yards, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean, you put it a great way. I mean, magic carpet ride. It just felt like everything was going right. And, yeah, I mean, it was just fun to be there and be in the situation where the team needed me most. So it was fun.
All right, so now you have to follow that up, and I look at your innings pitched, and the former GM of the Brewers years ago told me that at that time the organization didn't want to go about 20% increase in innings pitched year to year. So if we look at your minor league, you look at the big league last year, what about a $130 in innings is 175 plus 185 within you for 26.
Yeah, I think something around there. I think that's a good goal to aim for. But, we'll see when, mid-season comes around, the All-Star break hits, and see where we're at.
Absolutely. Jacob Misiorowski, Brewers starting pitcher, joining us here on Hot Stove Weekly. Jacob, I wanted to talk about even before your time in the big leagues. We just had Jared Koenig on, who was talking about his experience going through and getting up to the big leagues through community college. And you did the same thing, going the junior college route over at Crowder College. What goes into that decision when you're trying to find a way? I assume that before you go to the junior college route, your brain is made up. You want to be a big league pitcher one day. Well, how does a guy who throws 102 not find his way pitching for LSU in Omaha, and you go and find a different route over in junior college route?
So, I mean, COVID hit, so that was a big factor for me. I mean, that was, I was committed to Oklahoma State my junior year, and then COVID hit and everything, hit the fan. And, it kind of just lucked out and how it worked out, so we figured it out. We grinded through it and really got the best way possible to where I'm at.
And when did you start talking to the Brewers when you were at Crowder?
I think I was talking to the Brewer scouts since high school. I've been talking to those guys, Riley, for a while. So
that is awesome. I love those stories. It's not really rags to riches when you're gassing what you're gassing here. You have become, and I can speak on behalf of the fans in this regard, you have become a big time fan favorite in Milwaukee. And I know there's Jacob, I can tell you this, for doing this for 20 plus years, Brewers post game, that there aren't a lot of you that burst onto the scene and become this huge, just iconic 12-year-olds love you, 50-year-olds love you. I mean, that has to be, I mean, everyone likes to be liked. I get it. But I mean, looking down at a 10-year-old asking for an autograph, I mean, that's got to be super cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's sweet. I mean, it's a dream come true at that. Like, that's the best way to put it. I mean, as a kid, like I always grew up in Kansas City. So I was watching those guys, I was around when they won the World Series, and, it was always like, holy cow, that's a Royals player. And now I'm kind of living it, but it's wild.
Did you ever think, like, when you got to the bigs, you're like, I'm going to play against Salvador Perez one day?
No, not a chance. I think it's going to be crazy this year. If I get to pitch against the Royals, I think it's going to be really fun.
Well, you're going to strike him out is what you're going to do.
You're going to have to.
That,
yeah, you got to do it then.
Well, I can't say that. I can't say it.
Because you never know. Hey, there was a lot of soft contact damage against you. I was looking at some of the metrics, and there was some soft contact damage that, I mean, what are you going to do? Someone just throws their bat out there and just bloops a little double down the line or something. How do you wipe that stuff away? And you threw a good pitch, but it just happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's my whole mindset is just, let the guys make contact, let them put it into play. If they hit the ball hard, oh well, we'll get them next time. But I think that's at the end of the day, like, you kind of got to trust your stuff, and and feel it out and trust the defense behind you as well.
Now, I don't know if I got the wrong information. Maybe I did. I don't claim to have a lot of sources, Jacob. But somebody told me that someone within the organization had to temper your, I don't know if enthusiasm is the right way to go. You weren't pulling Abner Uribe out there at times, but man, you were jazzed up sometimes coming off that mound. And I can tell you this, so were we. Did anyone tell you to cool your jets a little bit, keep your emotions in check at all? Because I hope they didn't. I hope that information is wrong.
I mean, there might have been a few guys that kind of were like, hey, let's be careful, don't show someone up. But no, they were kind of like, go do your thing, kid. Like, if that's what you want to do, if you want to celebrate coming off the mound after an inning, do it. Just keep getting out.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Great.
Yes.
I love to hear that, because I was going to say if they did, just I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it either way. Don't worry about that. Jacob Misiorowski, Brewers starting pitcher, joining us here on Hot Stove Weekly. Jacob, I want to talk about the down stretches, right, as well as getting out of those, because you come out hot, firing before the All-Star break. Then afterwards, you get hit on the leg, and things are, you're trying to work yourself back. But then again, when the moment gets big down the stretch in the postseason, you figure it out again. And is it something that goes into your focus on whether or not you're pitching in a game that means a little bit more to the franchise or to the game that day versus, we're in the dog days of summer trying to figure this out? Like, because it just seems like when the moment is there, that's when you bring out your best stuff.
I mean, I don't think that's really it. I think it was more just like day to day, game to game. I mean, moving on to the next one, I had a lot of, tough conversations with Hookie and Jim, through that rough stretch I had, and it really came out positive on the other end.
Well, and then on top of that, do you know when you have it on a specific day, or you think you have it every day? Is it like, today I'm hitting 103, like for sure I can feel that? Or is there other days when you're like, well, let's try a little slider action more because I'm only hitting 101 only? But on top of that, do you just know in the moment on those days when it's like, no one's going to be able to touch my stuff?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, you kind of get in the bullpen, figure out where you're at, and sometimes like you said, sometimes it's going to be a slider day. Maybe I don't have much feel for the fastball, but no. I mean, for example, like that Cubs game, I was so riled up that the 104 came out of nowhere. I was surprised by it too. So it's like, it's wild, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that Cubs series! I think it took about 5 years off my life. I do. Because I'm not I'll just admit to you, and I know you can't say this, but I can. I'm a fan first, Jacob. I think I told you that last year. I'm a fan first, a broadcaster second, and I hate the Cubs. Oh my goodness, I hate that. And that's not really nothing to do with Greg Counsell. It's just, oh man, that team. So that game 5, games 3 and 4. Wow. I am so glad you won that series. I'm just telling you that right now. I'm so glad. All right, let's get to today. You threw a live today. How'd that feel?
Yeah, I felt good. A little nervous, not trying to hit a teammate or anything like that. It was the first one out of the gate, but it felt good.
Okay, so yeah, keep everybody healthy. And are you healthy? We just have a minute here, but are you healthy and good to go? Everything feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel great. Ready to go.
All right. Well, we're all counting on you, Jacob, and don't lose that emotional touch, man. If you're feeling it, hey, celebrate with us, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I love it. You're not showing anybody up by fist pumping. That's just celebrating your success.
Yeah.
You're not showing anybody up, but if you strike out Pete Crow Armstrong, that's even a better deal.
Maybe be a little more humble on the Pokemon card breaks. Like, some people are still trying to get their Charizards for the first time. All right, Jacob?
Okay, I understand. I'll be careful.
All right, man. We'll see you soon. Good luck in 26.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Jacob Misiorowski on the guest hotline, powered by Gruber.